All right, so we are recording. So I've got some notes from Kristen Myers that I heard last year, and I think it was the executive meeting at seminar, but I'm not sure. But anyway, I was looking through them, and because one of the things that I personally have decided is that I am going to finish the cruise this month, if it kills me. Because March is cray cray, and April makes March look calm, and then May, it looks like I ate the alphabet and threw up on a piece of paper. And then we've got June, and I threatened Andy within an inch of his life that we are not to have any house guests, nor is he to not travel in the month of June. I need him to travel. I need him to be gone a lot. And
so if you finish in February,
yeah,
your people still have to still be red jackets by the end of June.
Yeah.
Okay.
The goal is not to raise people up and then drop them off the side of the mountain.
I know.
So I want to finish and be finished and then continue to build the red jackets. Right now, Jules has 2 active. One more, we're waiting for her to get active. It's supposed to happen any day now. That'll be my first personal red jacket. Desiree, who was in New Jersey, and then she moved to the Carolinas. I just talked to her last night. Well, I actually did a coaching call with her yesterday for over an hour. But as far as Mary Kay goes, I did another quick one last night. She's got an interview, a double facial interview tomorrow night that I'm actually doing on FaceTime. And then she's got another girl who is another woman who's the mother of her babysitter. And then she's got another lady that she knew back in New Jersey that wants to talk to her as well. So she just put it out there and said, I'm starting Mary Kay, who wants to do this with me. So I got to find one more person who wants to get in their red jacket. And I do have, I've got a lot of personals right now that are brand new this year. So it's just a matter of who wants to move up and who wants to stay moved up. And I'm thinking too, Terry, if anybody does fall off, and people fall off. For all I know, Jules could fall off. You can't force people. If anybody falls off, then I'm gonna have backup. I'm already thinking, and it's not a negative. It's just being proactive rather than reactive.
Right.
So yeah. So right now the challenge is going to be the personal Great Start Qualified, because I recruited a lot of people in November and December. I haven't done much in January. How many do I have?
The January ones count double, right?
Yeah, I only signed 3 people in January.
So that's your double.
Yeah, they count double. Oh, I completely forgot about that.
There you go.
Bam. Okay, well, I am no longer worried about that.
Guess what? But that only gives you 3 people to make 3 red jackets, right?
No, it can be anybody in your unit who has never been a red jacket.
Never been a red, right?
Yeah. So I even talked to Andrea when I was at leadership, and I said, Jen Harbor, who used to be Jen Hampton, I said, she actually came back in new last year. Now, she was a car winner, DIQ, when she said, this is hard work and I don't want to do hard work. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. She just said, she goes, I want to be an ice skating instructor, but she does a lot with Young Living Oils. So I asked Andrea, I said, do you think maybe I should just call, who is this number? 703, is that Andrea? 2800? I don't know.
That's Paula.
Oh, hey, Paula, I thought I recognized the number. Okay, I'm having trouble getting on. Okay, Sharice is having trouble getting on. So I thought about just calling her and saying, hey, do you have a few people in your Young Living organization who might want to be in Mary Kay as well? The thing is, guys, we don't want to aim low, but we also don't want to eliminate anything. We don't want to eliminate possibilities. When Desiree recruited in January, she goes, okay, I'll do this, and I'll just be personal use for me and my mom, but don't bother me. Well, I said, well, I'm still going to put you in my texting program, and you're going to get e-cards. Well, then she calls me last week and says, this is really intriguing. And she tells me her long, sad story, which every woman out there has a long, sad story. And I told her, I said, if you ever applied yourself, you'd break records. I mean, and she goes, yeah, but I just love my career that I'm in, and I'm a single parent now, and and I'm all about myself right now. I want to take care of myself. And I said, well, what better way of taking care of yourself than to have a business that is all yours? So if anything ever happens with Verizon, you're not stuck leaning on, your ex-husband and your baby daddy. And she was like, I never thought of that. So it's opening the mind to what the possibilities are, and the plan B. Because guys, I will work with people who go, I just want to be at the party. What party you want to be at? I just want to be around you guys. Okay, we've all got those people, right? We all have those people. They just want to be here for the party. They just want to have fun, and that is so okay. But if we can take people who are already in professional positions, think about you guys, all three of y'all. Think about where you were when I met you. Andrea, when I met her. Now, Sharice, I kind of inherited. So, that's awesome, but I didn't ever know Sharice outside of Mary Kay. But you guys all had extremely high-level, proven professional jobs that you had to show up to every day. Right? When I really kicked in my Mary Kay business, I was still showing up to teach every single day. It's a discipline. It's just a level of commitment. And so when we transfer that way of thinking to what we're doing in our Mary Kay business, and then we send that out, whatever you want to say, to the universe, to the spirit world, to the people around us, they are going to want to catch hold of it. And it's interesting to me that since this whole cruise thing started, and I did know about it at the end of November. I didn't know the hairy details of it, but I kind of knew something was coming January 1st. And I started getting really excited and getting a lot of bookings. People could just feel it. And so that's when a lot of the women at my church that I've never really crossed that line with them. They know what I do. They see me bring stuff to our pastor's wife. It's not like I'm invisible about it. And I donate a lot of baskets to the charitable things and all that. And Allison even introduces me. This is Joanna. She does all the Mary Kay. She volunteers at the Dream Center. But all of a sudden, it's like everybody they're like, I want to try it. I want to show up. I want to do this. They want to be at the party. And the party is your energy. I mean, don't you just want to, like, right now say, I'm getting on a plane and I'm coming to Arizona and we're just going to party. We're going to have a good time. Let's do this. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you go, who wants to come to seminar? It's fun. Yeah. When I go, my feet hurt and the food sucks. And I have to put on a lot of Spanx because I swell because I can't poop.
Stop.
Oh, TMI.
Okay, but what do we want to tell at seminar? Oh my gosh, it's a 3-ring circus and a Broadway production and a Baptist revival and a college education all in one. And I know right now we're talking about career conference, and I'm going to San Diego. You guys are going to New Jersey. Paula, you going to Duluth, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm assuming Sharice, Andrea would be with me, or I'll be with her in San Diego. It is her city. And then I think Sharice will be Kansas City or something like that. But I am really focused on getting people to seminar this year, you guys. I am serious. We are going to rock it. We're all going to have qualified for the cruise. We're all going to show up and be present. We are going to be excited. We're going to be on top of it. There's Miss Paula. We are going to be, we're all going to be on stage. Because if you have enough cruise winners, you are going to do Unit Club. If you qualify for the cruise, you should have enough momentum to do at least 300,000 in Unit Club. So how do you break that down? Well, here's what I want to talk to you about from Kristen Myers. And I'm going to kind of refer to my notes because I don't want to mess this up. And I don't want to take up too much of your time. What stops us? And I wake up every morning with these guys. I have to pray them away. But they're called LBs. Who knows what an LB is?
Life blocks.
Lame brain.
Light brain, I like that. Low ball.
Lame brain.
It's limiting beliefs. It's limiting beliefs. And I need to tell Cherie she has gotten on the wrong, she got on the wrong, hey honey, you are probably on the Zoom video for the unit meeting because the directors are all on right now. So go back to your last text message that I sent just to the directors and click on that one. Okay, so limiting beliefs. What are the limiting beliefs you're telling yourself? Now, you guys, I want you to get super serious for just a minute. I need Andrea to help me with the deep stuff.
Oh my
Every
God.
time she talks to me about the deep stuff, I know you hate the deep stuff. I'm like, shut up. Okay, seriously. When we did this, I honestly, and you guys know,
Where did you go? Oh, there you go.
I honestly teared up. Like, Melita was looking at me going, girl, you need a tissue? I'm like, shut up. So I want you right now, if you have a piece of paper.
You never tear up.
Yeah, I do. If I hurt myself. Okay, so limiting beliefs. What are your top 5 limiting beliefs?
Ooh.
I want you to write them down. Now, I'll tell you what I wrote mine down. What mine were. Mine were that people are going to reject me, that people are not going to like me. Where are my priorities? That it was rejection, that they're going to say no, and I won't know what to say, and then that I'm going to disappoint people if I don't reach my goal, and that people are going to judge me and think I'm not a good leader if I don't reach my goal. Now, the first 3 that you write down are the BS that sit on the top of your brain. The first 3 that you write down are just the junk. It's the throwaway. It's things that when you look at, you know you can self-talk your way out of that. You know, if she says no, I'll say wrinkles to her. I just didn't want you to feel excluded. You know, I just wanted you to feel included with what we're all doing. If I get rejected, that's okay. There's thousands of other people I can talk to. If they say I've used Mary Kay before and I didn't really like it, or that's for old women or whatever, I can say, you haven't tried the new MK. This is not your mother's MK. And then I can always use Paula's line, my favorite, I use it all the time. What do you know of Mary Kay? And then if they reject me, I can go to what Greta taught me to say is, tell me what you're saying no to. Just tell me what you're saying no to. Okay, 4 and 5, think about it, guys. You know me and you know me well, that I'm going to let people down. Is that really how I feel? That's my heart.
Yeah.
Y'all know that's
Yeah.
letting people down and disappointing others and then having them judge me. Linda knows this one. She's heard me say this a million times. Judge me saying you're not the leader you should be because you didn't achieve that goal. You're not enough. So what is my biggest limiting belief? That I'm not enough. The first 3, cancel. Look at 4 and 5. Now, when you look at your list, you don't have to share because this is personal. Y'all know me, I don't hold anything back. But when you look at your list, do you think that 4 and 5 are really more truthful than 1, 2, and 3?
I hadn't had a chance to make my list.
Well, just, you know what? After the call, just do it off the top of your head and just take a deep breath and just say, what are my limiting beliefs? What is holding me back? What am I thinking that I just throw out there? Because even when counselors work with people in times of confrontation, I gotta turn this off, it's too bright. Times of confrontation, during counseling, during like marriage counseling, anything like that, when Jules and I went through counseling when she had all her problems in high school, the counselors call it the last 5 crucial minutes. So the first 45, 50 minutes of the counseling session is just stuff you're throwing out there. And when they say, okay, we've got about 5 minutes left, what else do you want to talk about? That's when you go bam and you dump it. And it's actually a psychological thing that we do, that we hold back, and then we go, okay, let's tell the truth. And actually, Kristen had us write down 5. She said she has her unit members write down 10 and then immediately cross out the ones that they could delegate, like I can't find childcare, or my house isn't nice enough to hold Mary Kay parties, or, things that they can fix, or things that, I don't have the skill sets, or things they can learn. She has them cross those out or put a deadline on when they're going to get that fixed. But the other stuff, the stuff that is holding them back right here, it's almost always tied to self-esteem. Not confidence. You guys, I'm confident. I got skills. I know what I'm doing. I can speak. I know how to look good. I got the confidence. I can walk in the room and know I'm good. But the self-esteem, the self-worth, and this is where, she tried not to get too religious on us, but she said, first off, y'all have to acknowledge every day when you wake up, I'm a child of the King. I'm a princess walking on earth, and this is all temporary. Why am I worried about it? This is all temporary. The stuff. Okay, so she said the 4th and the 5th are what you call the ugly cry ones. Those are the ones that you go, oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Okay. She said, put a giant X through those, that you're not enough, that you're not a strong enough leader, that you don't know enough, that you don't draw strong people to you, whatever it is that you think is stopping you, your limiting beliefs. She said, write the word lie next to both of those statements, or all of them if you want to. Lie. It's a lie. It is the lie that you are feeding inside your brain, and you're allowing situations and conversations to reinforce it. Now, let me give you an example. If you buy a yellow car, you're going to go, okay. If you buy a yellow car, what do you all of a sudden notice everywhere you go?
Yellow cars.
Okay. When you have someone get in their red jacket, all of a sudden they notice red jackets, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the same kind of thing is that when you have a limiting belief, I'm not enough, I'm not a good enough leader, and then something happens. Let's say, I'm going to make something up. This is not true. Let's say I have a rock star in my unit, or one of my offspring directors says, you know what, I'm not getting anything from you anymore. So I think I'm going to move on to this director, and I'm going to learn from them because, I'm really not learning anything from you right now. Okay, does that reinforce my belief that I'm not enough?
Of course.
Okay, do you think that really came from that person? Like, do you think they really truly believe that I can't teach them anything and that they can't learn anything from me?
No.
That thought is not an original thought out of their head. That is from Satan.
Yep.
And it's coming out of their mouth and into my heart to reinforce to me my lack. And I will be put in situations because this is on my brain. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I will be put in situations where I will recognize I'm not enough rather than I am enough. I'm doing the best I can with what I have to work with. I am being the best leader I can. When I put my head on my pillow at night, I have very few, if any, regrets. I've done the best I could. I've shown up. Is that making sense to you guys? So
Yes.
if you have a limiting belief, don't be surprised if it gets reinforced. Because subconsciously you're looking for justification for why that limiting belief is true about you. I don't have enough time. I'm too busy taking care of my mom. I'm too busy, I've got craziness going on with my dad. My dog got sick yesterday. I thought he was going to die. He didn't. You know, my daughter is in this relationship. My son is in Houston and he's not going to church anymore. All this stuff can just like weigh on you. And you say, but Mary Kay said faith, family, career. So I have to put my faith and my family ahead of my career. She did say faith, family, career, but she also said maintain balance. And you're still showing up to your job every day, and you're still showing up to all the other obligations you have every day. Why are you letting your limiting beliefs justify why you're not showing up to your Mary Kay every day? Right? Now, let's go back to what Paula, because I've got 4 pages of this, and I want to really get into it a little bit more next week. But let's go back to what Paula asked me 2 weeks ago, and that is, give us a schedule. Give us a checklist. Give us what you do. Yeah.
Okay, one thing that, on the subject we were just talking about before we move on to the next one,
Okay.
I have found that in the morning when I first wake up, and if I'm thinking about something Mary Kay, and I know exactly these limiting beliefs and the storyline that's playing in the back of my hard drive. And what I've learned is once I fully wake up and have a cup of coffee, I'm thinking, well, that was BS. That was just
Satan.
I wasn't awake from a nightmare or something. And so I just tell myself, don't pay attention to those things until 10 o'clock. And by then I'm awake. So I just don't listen to myself first thing in the morning.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I love that, because let me tell you guys something. What you're thinking is what is going to dictate your attitude, which is what is going to dictate your actions and your energy. And so I know a lot of people say they read their scripture in the morning. They listen to I know Andrea listens to podcasts all the time. You know what I have to do in the morning? I have to turn on my blaring, crazy radio show. It's not even, I'm not even gonna call it a radio show. It's just a radio station in my bathroom while I'm washing my face and drinking my coffee and taking my vitamins, because I think, Paula, just like you, it just kind of calms my brain. Because I wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and I'm like, how am I going to finish the cruise? How am I going to finish the cruise? I told everybody I'm going to finish the cruise. I've told everybody I'm going to finish the cruise in February. I've told Andy I'm going to finish the cruise. I told Andy to take that week off. Oh my gosh, how am I going to finish the cruise? And you know what you do? What does a panic mind do? What does it do?
It's down.
It shuts down. It freezes up. When you go into panic mode, those endorphins drop. They can only stay there for so long while you lift the car off the child. But if they stay there for a long time, they cause stress, which can eventually cause disease in your body. So I like that you say, I'm not going to think about anything till 10 o'clock. I like that I turn on music in the morning. I dare anybody to criticize me on that, because, hey, it's working right now. You know, and then I can go into my devotional. Then I can go into my Bible study. Then I can maybe get dressed for the gym, or if I've got appointments, get cute and that kind of thing. But you know, even when I was working as a school teacher, I had to listen to my dance, disco, bam, 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 get fired up music on the way to school every day to get me pumped up. And then I throw in my CD that tells me, you are enough. You are awesome. You are amazing. I love you. You are beautiful. The girl who cut my hair on Friday, her name's Carly. She's really into a lot of deep spiritual things. She's like into the crystals and all that. And she said one of the things that they taught her in her crystal class is, she said they had to stand in front of the mirror in just their underwear, and they had to acknowledge every part of their body, and they had to be thankful for their body. The way it is. Not, I need to do this, not, I need to lose weight, not, my legs are too big, not, my chest is too, nothing. Acknowledging how beautiful you are. And they had to do it in parts, like every 2 inches. She said her husband came in and he goes, what are you doing? She goes, I'm learning to love myself. He goes, I can show you how to do that. But are we not our own worst critic? Yeah. And so I want y'all to be thinking about What are your limiting beliefs? And are they a lie? Are they just something you're telling yourself to, one, either have creative avoidance, you're not enough, you don't have the skill sets, whatever, that's what's going to hold you back, or are those limiting beliefs working away in your subconscious and you're walking into situations and it's justifying all those limiting beliefs? You can even have a conversation with me, and when you hang up, go, see, all my limiting beliefs, she just justified. You can turn anything around. You know, if Terry called me and said, hey, I need help closing recruits. Okay, she does not. Y'all know I made that up because she does not. I need help closing recruits. I can get them to the table. I can tell them the marketing plan. I'm not closing them. I can say, well, Terry, let's talk about what you're doing, and maybe there's some things that we could tweak a little bit. And so automatically she's already justifying, see, I can't close people. I can't close people. I can't close people. What I want y'all to be doing is saying, I have a skill set that I would like to make better. I've got the skill set. I know how to close the team members. I know how to close the unit members. I think there might be a few things I could learn to say or do that might make me even better. We don't go to seminar to learn how to be directors. We don't go to leadership to learn how to be directors. We learn how to get to the next level. We pick up little bites of information here and there. And the camaraderie and the energy of hanging out with Andrea for 6 days was the most just exhilarating and emotionally high and exhausting thing I think I've ever done. When I came home, my husband looked at me and he goes, go to bed. He goes, 6 days with Andrea, you need a day of rest. But seriously, you need people who are going to push you, who are going to say, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And then respect you when you say, I'm going to go take a nap now. So think about that. Think about who pushes you. And are you going to allow them to push you to the next level? Are you going to listen to them with a heart that says, I want to take it to the next level, not, I'm not enough? Like when I talk to Melita and I ask her advice on things, and I'll say, what would you do in this situation? She's like, Joanna, you know exactly what to do. It's buried in there somewhere. It's just got a lot of junk around it. Let's find it. Huh? What was that? Okay. Sharice, I am assuming you're taking notes because you're not looking at anybody.
I am. I am taking.
Okay. And I'm recording, so you can go back and listen. Okay. So I want y'all to be thinking over the next week about what are your limiting beliefs. If you want to share them with me, I would keep them in complete confidentiality, and I can maybe talk you through a few things. I can give you some reading material. I mean, I'm a big go to the scriptures and look it up there, girl. But, you know, whatever y'all need, because these limiting beliefs, they reside right here in this little space right here. And it affects this space right here, which affects all of this and your energy. Your energy goes up to 8 feet away from you 24 hours a day. If I am tired and I do not want anything to do with my husband, he knows it before I get into bed, right? Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And it's not we're being mean. We're just like, I'm shutting it down, baby. You can look, don't touch. Okay. So, and not to get personal, but you know, true. And like even with our kids, we know when they just need
Space.
yeah. They just need a little bit away over here. And so, and that's okay to need that, but we can't live there.
Right.
We can't live there. And just on that note of needing some space, because y'all know deep down I am an introvert because I get my energy from being by myself. But, you know, I want you to think as you're thinking about career conference and all, I know career conference is less than 24 hours, but make sure there's a pocket of time somewhere in there when you're away from your girls, away from your unit, maybe while you're in your director's class, get there a few minutes early, just kind of breathe, do some deep breathing, just kind of rest for a minute and restore yourself. Because otherwise you're going to be like this when you finish, that's kind of cool looking on the video, when you finish career conference, and you're not going to be able to come back on Saturday and really have anything to add at that point to what you're doing. My dad just walked in. I'm on a video. What's up?
I'm gonna feed the dogs.
Okay, he's going to feed my dogs because he thinks I'm a bad mommy.
Absolutely.
Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, change what you can change. I don't know if you guys are watching Moving and Grooving, but we recorded Moving and Grooving yesterday, and Andrea asked me to train on something I didn't know anything about, and you can tell in the video. I'm like, I don't know how to use these yet. Let me figure it out. It was that there's an app for that. It was so cute. So she just jumped in and did it. But have y'all used, just real quick on a different note, have y'all used the skincare app and the?
No, they're
Okay.
on my phone.
I want to encourage you to seriously practice. I think they're still working out some kinks. And because after the call, I was like, okay, I guess I better learn this. I really started doing it because I kind of watched it at leadership. So I'm like, I got that. I didn't have it. And the whole analysis thing that they do where they put it on the eye, the skin, y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the skin, whatever it's called. It does take some practice. And Andrea even said she's got to play with it a little bit more. There's the Mirror Me and there's the Skin Sight.
Right.
So before you use it at an appointment, I would recommend that you really play with it a lot.
Well, to work with the Skin Sight, though, it doesn't flip the camera around, so you can't like do it to yourself. So you have to have somebody to play with, and I've heard that you can't play with men on this.
Like,
On this. And because it doesn't work with guys, I guess. Maybe it's their beards or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they've got to work out some kinks. Did y'all get the email from the company that they're still working out some kinks on the new website
Yeah.
and everything? Okay. So we're just going to be patient about that. And as far as the volume from lifting, we're just going to be positive about that and just say, you know what, if we need to swap amongst ourselves, we will. If anybody gets in a crunch, you have a customer who needs a volume from lifting serum immediately. I've got 4. You can order up to 5 right now.
And then
But-
that's it. I mean, I would order them if you can right now.
Yeah, they're going to run out. So, but we
And
can
I
all,
have some as well.
and you have some as well. Okay, so we can all help each other with that. And, if you've got a customer who needs it, let one of us know. Just get on the director's Voxer and say, hey, I need one to go to this person. And we'll just pop it in flat rate and somebody say, okay, I got it for you. And we'll just help each other.
Quick question, because as we're getting our new girls to put in their orders who have already sold the Volume Firm sets,
Mhm.
my question is, and I'm actually going to ask the company when we're at this thing tomorrow, if they're buying the 5 pieces, why aren't they getting it at that same price?
Buying the 5. If they're buying 5 individual, why aren't they getting the box
Right.
price?
Why aren't we getting the box price?
I can guarantee you they're going to say it's because of packaging.
Because
the
they're
machine,
selling it as a set.
yeah, they should do that. Okay, well, you tell them that.
I'm gonna.
And then you tell them we need samples of all the lipsticks.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and Sharice, how many of the Volume Firm liftings do you have right now?
I think about 25.
Okay. And
I have about 9.
okay. She's got a lot of customers, so we don't want to take them, but if y'all have extras, we'll just put it out there. If somebody needs one, we'll just put it out there and help each other out. Okay.
Were you going to talk about systems earlier?
I was going to just mention that I'm still tracking all of this and what I'm doing. I told you I track it for a month, but that form that Andrea sent out, that was a mind blower for me. I love that. I was just looking for it and it's over in my other notebook, but I really, really liked that. just the 6 most important things list, how many people you're calling today, and actually writing down their names and being proactive and not reactive. So, okay, guys, it's 10 after 4 here, so I've got to do my next call in 20 minutes, and I've got to go shower. I don't care if y'all can't smell me. I can smell me, and it's just not very attractive. So if y'all want to be on, if y'all want to be on, that's great. And I do have a couple of dates coming up in March where I might need someone to do my Monday night. So if anybody wants to tag team it and do it together, that would be awesome on the Zoom video. And then Terry, I need to teach you how to get on Zoom because you want to use it, right?
Right.